There is Kevin Brown, pitching for the first time since April 8th. Off to a great start. Just 5 hits allowed in this game in 7 innings. Just 1 run allowed for Brown. Tom Glavine, no-hit LA for 4 1/3. Freezing Todd Hundley, no score after 2. Bottom 5. At the plate facing Brown would be Tom Glavine, and Glavine showing us his woodwork, laying down the sac bunt perfectly. Moving Walt Weiss into scoring position, that's fundamental baseball right there. Next batter up, they simply call the man Q. Kilvio Veras, finding some space and taking advantage. Weiss comes around to score, and the Braves were up 1-0. Top of the 7th now, Dodgers have runners on the corners with 1 out, and Glavine getting Adrian Beltre to ground into the 5-4-3, a double play. Braves were still up 1-0. Dodgers held scoreless in their last 21 innings. Top of the 9, Sean Green at the plate. Glavine getting Green, chasing. Game-ending strikeout. Glavine, 7th Ks, a 3-hit complete game shutout for him. He hands the Dodgers their 2nd straight 1-0 loss. Only 5 teams in baseball history have lost 3 straight 1-0. Ordonez, no Mets third base coach Cookie Rojas. They're taking part in that boycott over Elian. Bottom 2nd, Mets up 1-0, 2 on for Melvin Moore. That is deep. But Alex Ochoa is all over that. Why is Ochoa playing? Both his parents are Cuban. Ochoa chose to play because he says he doesn't get this opportunity often, and took advantage with his defense there. Derek Bell facing Manny Abar with the Mets up 4-1. It's a rip for Bell, but Ken Griffey Jr. playing himself in center field. Just 20,000 plus were there to see Ken Griffey Jr. and Boom as well at Shea. Mora and Bell console each other after both were robbed. Bottom 7, Mets down 1. Not anymore. Derek Bell against Scott Sullivan. Bell can be so deep sometimes. We're tied at 5. Mets would go ahead on a bases-loaded walk. Tying run on first for Ken Griffey Jr. in the top of the 9th against Armando Benitez. He is just watching. Griffey, a 200 lifetime hitter against Benitez, 0 for 3 and 2 walks. The Mets win. Jr. is now hitting 194 for the season.
After that first home loss of the year, David Ortiz up the middle, Jeter, the good play. Wilson Delgado for the out. Top of 3, no score. Ramiro Mendoza to Todd Walker, and it's Conkin off the pole. That's a homer. 1-0 Twins. His 2nd of the season. Next batter, Christian Guzman. And it looks like back-to-back. When's the last time you saw that?
Can't think of it.
About 80 times. 2-0 Twins. Mendoza 5 1/3. 5 earned runs. Pages stuck together. Sean Bergman to Lance Johnson. Another case of the man holding us down. And then Jeter's chopping Brock alive. The Twins win it 6-1. The Twins have won 7 of 8 games. Sean Bergman's 2-0. Just 1 run allowed in his 6 1/3. Jock Jones and Ron Coomer each drove in 2 runs. And Matt Lawton extended his hit streak to 12 games. Now the Blue Jays and the A's. Art Howe back in the game. Missed Monday's game with some flu-like symptoms. No score. Bases loaded in the first. Matt Stairs. That's a double. Terrence Long and Miguel Tejada score. Tejada just signed a new 4-year contract recently, Linda.
Good information.
A's up 2-0. Stairs 4th double, 12th RBI. 2nd inning, 4-0. Terrence Long. It's deep and it's far, and it's yet another home run. A's 6-0. Long's first career major league home run. A's up 6-0 now. Tim Hudson to Alex Gonzalez, and he's leaving. That's more beer for us. The Athletics win it 11-2. It is the 8th time this season the Blue Jays have allowed 10.
For Elian, scoreless game, 2 on, 2 out. Jeff Kent pops it up. I guess it was the wind. Well, at least that's what Pablo Ozuna would say later in the clubhouse, perhaps. Bill Miller would score. Ozuna throws it away, and Barry Bonds takes advantage and scores. 2-0 Giants. Bottom 9, bases loaded, 1 out. Giants up by 1, 4-3. Kevin Millar. Millar left 10 men on base in this game, but here's his shining moment. The sac fly off of Rob Nen. That scores Marcotte. We're tied. 1 on, 1 out in the 11th. Armando Rijos taking Dan Maselli's pitch into the gap. That scored Doug Mirabelli. The Giants were up 5-4, bottom 11. Giants up 6-4, 1 on, 1 out. Preston Wilson. High and deep. Do we have excitement in Miami? Can you see the fans being excited about it? Armando Rijos is there to make the catch. Preston Wilson says must have been the bat. Giants win 6-4. The Marlins suited up just 19 players because of the boycott. They even at one point in the extra innings had to pinch hit a pitcher, Brad Penny. That's bad. Ellis Burks, 2 for 5, including his 3rd home run of the year. Just over 9,000 in attendance to watch this game. The 3rd worst Florida crowd this year, but it was the Marlins players who were not at the game. Yeah. Randy Johnson, there he is, facing Doug Glanville. Glanville, thinks he's got something going on here. pretty deep. But, you know, Randy's got Luis Gonzalez to help him play. Great catch against the fence. One on for Kelly Stinnett, replacing Damian Miller. Good move, good strategy. Kelly Stinnett, his second 2-homer game of the season. Third of his career. 4 RBIs for Stinnett. 2 runners on for Philly in the third, and Johnson all over Brian Hunter with the slider. Johnson had it all working. The slider, the curve, and did I mention the fastball? 11 Ks and 6 2/3 for the unit. Diamondbacks were up 5-2 in the 7th, 2 on for Steve Finley, who has a thing for the long ball, especially this year. He's already got 8 home runs. That's a 3-run shot. Arizona wins easily. Finley, along with Travis Lee, went deep for Arizona. As for the unit, with his 11 Ks, Randy now has notched 53 strikeouts in his league-high 5 victories. The Phillies lose their 4th straight, but they're the only team to score more than 1 run off of Johnson this season. Pedro, 32 Ks, just 4 walks this season, looking for his 4th win in as many starts. You know, Martinez says he didn't feel exactly right with those 10 days of rest. Oh, really, Pedro? Just ask Pudge Rodriguez about how right you felt. Top of the 6th, tied at 2 bases full. Jason Varitek, he had just 1 hit, but that hit right there drove in 2. Garcia Parra, Troy O'Leary scored to make it 4-2 Boston. Bottom 5, Rodriguez facing Martinez with all his might, but it was just Pudge's 3rd strikeout of the game. Martinez had 8 Ks in 7 innings. He scattered 5 hits. Bottom 6, David Segui at the plate. Kind of lofts it to center. Carl Everett had an RBI double in this game and also replaced some D. Terrific catch. Derek Lowe is 4th save. Jose Offerman homered in this game, and Boston wins. Speaking of wins, 10 straight victories now for Pedro Martinez.
Manny Ramirez, your batter. Bases loaded down the line. That'll work. Diaz and Lofton will come around to score. Omar Vizquel wants him too. He's coming home. He's out though. Watch this. Dan Wilson blocking the plate. Good relay, and Wilson won't let him through. Bottom of 2, 2 runners on. Jay Buhner. My power is beyond your understanding. Buhner's 6th of the year. Mariners within 1. It's a 4-3 count. Now bottom of 5, tied at 4. Runner on for Stan Javier. And that's hit well. Kenny Lofton even can't get there. Or I should say even Kenny Lofton can't get there. You know what I mean. Mike Cameron would score on the Javier triple, and the Mariners win it by a count of 8-5. Not pictured John Ellerud also homered for the 2nd time in 3 games. Nagy gives up 6 runs, 6 hits, 4+ innings, and Cleveland's 7-game road winning streak is done with. The Orioles and the White Sox now in the 2nd. Mike Bordick, your batter. 2 out, no score. Greg Norton has it, knocks it down. Can't make any other play, though. Cal Ripken scores from 3rd on that. And then Anderson, it's Brady Anderson into the corner, over the fence. There are rules, and that's a ground rule double. Bordick scores 2-0 the Orioles. 3rd inning, runners at 1st and 2nd. Charles Johnson going to left. Carlos Lee is coming up at home. Jeff Conine's coming. Mark Johnson the tag, except he missed. Orioles go up 4-2. Bases empty in the 9th. B.J. Surhoff. And even with derogatory credit, you can own a brand new car. His 2nd. The media pressure will be intense for his 3rd. Orioles win at 12-6. Chicago pitchers walk 12 men. Baltimore.
Here we go. Bottom 6, bases loaded, tied at 4. Craig Biggio. Chopper. Matt Mieske, Tony Eusebio would come around to score. Biggio has a 15-game hitting streak, and the Astros would be up 6-4. It was 8-6 Houston. Bottom 8, 2 runners on base. Brian Williams facing Jeff Bagwell. Look out.
It's Bagwell with a pitch.
Take another look. Baggs taking it on a left hand. The 86th time in his career he has been hit by a pitch. He did have his 7th homer in the game, though, in this game. Richard Hidalgo making things happen right there. He had 3 RBIs in this game. 2 would come in on that blooper. No problems with the Cubs for the Astros as they win. Shane Reynolds allowed 4 runs and 7 hits in 6 innings. He is 4-0. The Cubs, though, have homered in 9 straight games, but are 6-11 overall in games in which they've homered. NL Central leading St. Louis in the 1st of 3 against the Brewers. You know, Mark McGwire wants us media types to give some of his teammates some attention, so here we go. Edgar Renteria. How about that for attention? 16th straight game, the Cardinals have hit at least 1 homer. Edgar getting it done. Number 5 for him, number 45 for St. Louis in April. We're tied. Not anymore. Mark McGwire taking Beret deep. I have to talk talk about Big Mac now. He ties Jim Edmonds for the team lead in homers with 6. McGuire against Jim Brewski this time. It's a little tapper. And it stays fair. Why will we show you this again? I'll tell you why. Big Mac, who missed 9 games with a bad back, can hustle down the line. The big guy's got some speed. Ray Langford, your very next batter, taking Brewski deep. A 3-run home run. See, I'm talking about other people besides Big Mac, Mark McGuire.
Keep it going.
Yeah. Number 3 for Langford. How about Darryl Kyle? He struck out a season-high 10 in his
5th inning, Joe Randa. What do you know? It's a 2-run home run. Score is tied at 5. Johnny Damon hit a sac fly in the bottom of the 8th to give the Royals a 6-5 lead. Now we're in the 9th. Dan Reichert on the mound. No out. Greg Vaughn. Home run. Tied at 6. Vaughn's 5th, though not in this game. Bottom of 9. Men on first and second. 1 out. Mark Quinn, the grounder. Albie Lopez. Newbie. Throws it away. Carlos Beltran comes and scores, and the Royals win 7-6. The Royals have won 5 straight at home in their list against Kent Boddenfield. And what do you know? It's a home run. First of the year. Score is tied at 2 apiece. Now we're in the 8th all of a sudden. Still 2-2. Bobby Higginson, not a homer. Bloops that. Luis Polonia will come and score. Tigers go up 3-2. Bottom of 9. Tigers up 4-2. 2 on, 2 out. Mo Vaughn, chance to do something. Launches it, but just way up high, ends the game. Tigers win it 4-2. Tadeo Nomo went 6 1/3 in this one, allowed on third, 1 out. Trevor Hoffman against Jason Kendall. Kendall to third. Phil Nevin tries to tag Brown, then boom! Throws it away. Game is tied at 3, and we will play extra innings. Now we're in the bottom of the 11th. Man on third, Warren Morris going to right. Adrian Brown just trot on in. Pirates win it 4-3 in 11. With some extra work, the Pirates ended their 4-game losing streak. Scott Sauerbeck got the final out of the 11th for his first win of the year. The blown save by Hoffman was his first in 36 opportunities, that going back to last year. Not that you really thought he had 36 this year. You know so much about sports. Rockies Expos, 3rd inning. Rockies down 2-0. Mike Lansing against Carl Pavano. 2 runners in scoring position. Lansing, that's a liner. Jose Vidro got past him. Brent Maine, no relation to Al Newman. Tom Goodwin, they come and score. Ties it at 2. 6th inning, Expos down 4-3. Michael Barrett up against Jerry DePoto. Bases loaded, and then pretty much unloaded, or at least part of them. The single scores Vladimir Guerrero and Jose Vidro. Expos lead at 5-4. In the 7th, it's 7-4. Lee Stevens, and that also is a home run. 3-run home run. Expos win 10-4, show them what they've won. Carl Pavano is out of the gate.